intervention, all these other things. You leaned on these two other feminine energies, which did not have the best for you, which did not care for you in the way that this feminine did. For the simple fact that this is probably a divine union here. I don't know, because I don't have no indicators here, but it could be. But what's between you and her is your shadow. Nothing more, nothing less. It's your shadow. Why? Because you see something in this feminine that triggers you. Something that is not in these other two feminines. It's really giving Empress energy. But we'll see. Masculine, I cannot believe this. Oh, but I gotta believe it. Welcome in, collective. I'm your Royal Priestess BB, and I'm an intuitive reader. Thank you for clicking on the video, and since you did, there must be something here for you. Now, everything is yours, so take only what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. We ask that our high vibrational, loving plus caring ancestor guides, guardian angels, archangels, and even Father God reign true and present. We pray that the good Lord contend with those that contend with us, plus fight against those that fight with us. Take up shield and buckler, arise and come to our aid. If anyone is here to send evil eye, ill wishes, or negative energy, Father God, we pray that it is escorted out to the left, to the left, to the left, and return back with love. Thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. Hey, my solid soldiers. These my gangsters right here. What y'all got going on? My divine masculines. How are y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. I hope y'all fine as wine. I pray that if you going up against something right now, you knock it down with all the force that you have in you. I'm praying for your success. Oh, child, that just flipped out sideways. I'm going to leave it, too. I'm praying for your prosperity. I'm praying for your abundance. Sending you love, joy, mwah, 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 kisses, all of that. Yeah, I hope y'all doing good. Y'all got a new name, as you can tell. Y'all my solid soldiers. Everybody my solid soldiers at this point. Because, baby, when we going through it, we buckle up. We muscle up. So, it definitely could be the energy that you guys are in right now, Divine Masculines. I was hearing it go down in the DM. It go down in the DM. That's what I was hearing. So, I don't know. Y'all might be, something might be going down. Me, it's going down. Yeah, because you guys have been consciously healing. You guys' mind has been your biggest enemy. I ain't gotta lie, 9 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So there's been a strong energy of energetic wounding. And I'm not gonna lie, Divine Masculines, it's been showing up in your energy. Okay, so I have to just call it like I see it. We literally just had this come up in the collective read. And we did just have it come up in the energetic guidance blueprint. And it did come up in your guidance for the week, Divine Masculines. So you guys are energetically wounded. I don't know, something happened. Something has hit you. Something has hurt you. And you are now consciously healing from it. Okay? It also had to do with something that you thought, right? The mind. This is Gemini energy. Mars is in Gemini. So somebody may be getting attacks of the mind. They may be conscious attacks. Maybe somebody's realizing like, wow, this is more thought out than I assumed. Like, they're planning this. They've thought about this. Somebody's realizing that, you know, there's a masculine that's realizing like, wow, they put some thought into how they could hurt me. So, yeah. That's you know, that's kind of heavy. Whoo, yeah, y'all got 3 of Cups. Divine Masculines, what's going on? My solid soldiers. For me, I have to change the name to that. I already know. Which is, I feel like solid soldiers is better than Bookie Butts. And I can't make it up, y'all. I got to put this 9 of Wands out here. Whoo. My masculines, you've had poor discernment. And it may have to do with family. It may have to do with your dreams, your aspirations. It could have to do with children. Woo, with the Empress right behind it. You guys are, there's a divine masculine here. His feminine is, with another masculine. There's a divine masculine in this group in tears because his feminine is, starting a family with another masculine. There's a divine masculine that's been taken off of his assignment. And maybe that's this wounding here. But it's because of the discernment masculines. Okay, there's a divine masculine. He's been taken off of his assignment. His Empress is, somebody having somebody else's baby? Okay, this is a lot, masculines. Hold on. What in the world? Yeah. Somebody, there's a oof. Woo, masculines. Y'all got it going on. Okay, so there is a masculine here where you have been taken off of your assignment by the Most High. Not even gonna lie. This is God physically reciprocating Divine intervention. Temperance. It's divine intervention. Because subconsciously, yeah, this is truth. This is true. This is something with the spirit world. Okay, this is something that's being communicated metaphysically. All right, there's a divine masculine that's been taken off of his assignment because they have not been physically reciprocating. Right? God gave you something. God gave you divine intervention. You did not physically reciprocate. Okay, you were subconsciously content where you were. You did not move. Because this is Pisces energy. Pisces is like delay. Okay, it's patient. It really can be hangman energy, but this is like things of the subconscious rising to the surface. So when it came time to physically reciprocate, your subconscious fears rose to the surface and met the daylight. You didn't make a move. 2 of Wands. Okay, energetically debating. Energetically going back and forth. Should I go? Should I not go? Should I go? Should I not go? You went back and forth too much to the point you've been taken off your assignment. There is an Empress here, and somebody been consciously wrestling like, I don't even want to think about it, because you don't want to think about, this may be another masculine here that's been avoiding accountability and accepting a situation because you don't want to think about your poor discernment. Okay, but there is a feminine here. This is a divine feminine, might be high priestess energy, that is moving forward in their manifestations. They're energetically waiting for their manifestations to arrive, and they're using their conviction. They're innocent, though. They're innocent. They do not have a part in this. Right? Somebody might be finna see somebody pop up pregnant. Okay, she's pregnant. I'm not making it up, y'all. I ain't got to make it up. Okay, and the 10 of Cups can deal with children. There's children on the card. Okay, there's an Empress, a divine feminine, who is in alignment with this. And she's innocent. She's using her compassion. She's using her love, her care, her joy to energetically manifest what she knows she's supposed to have. Okay, and this doesn't have to be an actual baby, but it's looking like it is. There's a masculine in this group that's being told, straight up, this is divine intervention. Ooh, I ain't got to make it up. The Hierophant, Temperance, and then the Sun card. Ooh, with the Queen of Cups. And you already probably got intuition. Either she has intuition about it, like either she knows intuitively about it that she's about to be with child. She's about to have a family. Really. She's about to have a family. 10 of Cups. Okay, somebody's about to have a family with somebody else. Okay, that's just what it is. Somebody's about to have a family with somebody else. I don't know, masculines. What do y'all got going on? My goodness, the children. I've been running from pregnancy. I've been running from that. I've been running from love and running from all types of things. And it's just showing up everywhere. But masculines, ooh, I ain't got to make it up. The Emperor. Yeah. But there's a masculine here that's been energetically manifesting for God to take the heat off. And they're doing it in the shadows. They're lying about it. Somebody lying, acting like they ain't praying, asking for God for their feminine. This is so much going on, masculines. There's a masculine in the bunch. You're off your assignment, babe. It is what it is. Your feminine is going to be with somebody else, and they're going to have what they've been asking and praying for, what they've been manifesting, because that's fair. That's how it works, okay? And somewhere along the line, there was poor discernment here, okay? Choices matter, okay? Somebody made a poor choice here, and it's left you energetically wounded. You bleeding out. You ain't no good to this feminine either way, okay? There's another masculine here sitting up here praying to God that they can energetically manifest something with a feminine, and sitting up here lying about it. They trying to do it in the shadows and trying to hide. God don't work that way. If you look at source as the sun, a source of light, how you think you're gonna be able to hide and get something to manifest with the good Lord involved? That don't even make sense, right? This is things that's physically being reciprocated. What you giving is what you getting. Okay, I don't know what y'all got going on, masculines. Y'all in here cutting up, ain't it? Yeah, and y'all, it's because y'all intuition is on point, because Mercury is in retrograde in Cancer. Y'all intuition is on point. Y'all know this. Y'all masculines getting on the edge of your seat. You're worried. You may have missed your boat. You may have missed your ship. Maybe, who knows? But these secrets and this, you know what I mean? Like, trust your intuition at the same time. Okay, somebody's physically holding on to a grudge, and that's what's holding you back. And it's towards a soulmate. It's towards a soulmate. Could be a twin flame, but at the end of the day, it's towards a soulmate. Somebody's physically holding on to a soulmate. And it's because they've gotten new feelings. Ooh, as a King of Cups, somebody's grown emotionally. Somebody's becoming more emotionally intelligent. Because they're realizing that either they're very abundant or prosperous, or they got somebody that's very abundant and prosperous. Mrs. Make it happen. Mr. Make it happen. Make it happen, Captain. Okay, so let's see what's going on. The intuition is on point. This card is halfway there. Queen of Wands. Wow. Somebody ain't been getting any. And somebody can intuitively feel like if I ain't getting it, somebody else might be getting it. Probably. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Masculines. For this to be a masculine read, almost all the feminine energies are here. There is a masculine that's really getting in his feminine energy. We got Queen of Wands. They're just about fully there. Queen of Cups. It's a masculine. He been listening to that intuition. He been listening to that intuition because he got hurt here. And he got hurt because he was in his feminine energy being lusty, being hotty-toddy, right? Queen of Wands is very sexually and energetically creative. Somebody created something using their sexual energy and it wounded them. It wasn't very smart. It wasn't the best decision. They're looking to be redeemed from this now. But you're bleeding out. You're too weak. Okay? You're bleeding out. This is a third party situation here. Somebody is consciously resting knowing that there's a Queen of Pentacles here that can physically have their back. Right? But it's a third party situation here. Okay? That means that I'd like to say there's another party in between this Queen of Pentacles. So if you basically, aka, it's I'm hearing he get money, I get money. Like, who gonna trick on who? If you know you got you a feminine that got your back, where it's kind of like, I ain't really getting money right now, but she can get it. There's a third party situation here in the way. And this is upright, so it could be a friend, it could be a family member, whatever, right? It's just, and honestly, this might actually be a kindred spirit. This might actually say that this is your soulmate. This might actually be saying that somebody's realized that their soulmate is who can get money with them and who can have their back, right? There may have been a masculine here trying to go between soulmates. And what really happened here is they were energetically wounded by a Queen of Wands, which is not right. This Queen of Wands is not completely right. They don't use their sexual energy properly. Because it's not upright, it's sideways. Meaning they go both ways. Got a bad bitch, and you know she go both ways. Somebody goes both ways. Okay, somebody uses their sexual energy to manifest here. It's the feminine. And this is why one of the masculine energies or multiple of you guys are wounded. You're bleeding out. Because it's Queen of Wands and it's Queen of Cups helped. Because this Queen of Cups had the intuition. You know how you do something and you get hurt or you get messed up and somebody is observing the whole situation and you look at them like, you knew I was going to get hurt and you didn't say nothing? That's what a masculine is realizing here about a feminine and Queen of Cups energy. Okay? A masculine is realizing like, you knew I was going to get hurt. Yeah, communicate open and honestly. Connection, expression, sharing, understanding. This person was not communicating openly with you, masculine. My solid soldiers, whoever this feminine is, she knew that this feminine was going to hurt you and going to leave you bleeding out like this because it was a poor decision. You did not have proper discernment about who this feminine was. And this feminine knew it and let you walk right into it. And now, masculine, you trying to lean on this Queen of Pentacles because you're like, well, at the end of the day, this is what I really need. This is where I really need to be, right? Because maybe you need some physical resources or maybe you need some more abundance, prosperity. You're trying to grow right now, but it's an issue going on here. And it may not be a complete issue. This may just be honestly clarification for you, masculine, that if you were trying to choose a soulmate, okay, this was the one that you should have chose. But you didn't. You chose this one, and then you fell back on this one, and now you're trying to get to the third option, and that's just not the case. That's not, I don't know. I don't know how far that's going to take you. Because you on your third option, and I'm just being real. Who really wants to be? And this also could be Venus and Virgo, because this is a Virgo card. But still, it's like, who if this feminine is gone, you're trying to consciously rest and heal on this feminine energy, and it's just kind of like, well, trust the universe, faith, surrender, divine timing. Maybe you shouldn't run your mind so rampant about it. Maybe she's a very loving character, you know what I mean? Maybe she's an empress, who knows? We'll find out though. Maybe this is the one part of her that you're trying to lean on. But divine masculine, if she's your empress, the fact that you was even trying to choose between her and two other soulmates, that don't even make sense. You trying to choose between other options where you're divinely orchestrated to choose this one. That don't even make sense. Somebody did not have good sense here, but that makes sense because judgment is here. To the point, the advice don't even want to come out here. Whoo! Yeah, and you were stuck. Practice self-care. You were stuck here, masculine. Yeah, release any limiting beliefs. Take responsibility for your actions and emotions. This might be your empress here, and you're trying to lean on her as the third option. Man, please. After you done got played by these two, come on, divine masculine. And this one really got to be the worst. Because this what got you bleeding out for sure, for sure. This is where you had the poor discernment starting off. But you still had poor discernment with this Queen of Cups because it's still in alignment with it. You sitting up here like trying to trust their intuition, their guidance, and they leading you wrong. They seeing stuff that you don't see, and they not even telling you. They're seeing you fall into the pit and didn't say anything. But you got to take accountability. You got to own up to your actions. You got to own up to how you felt, because you felt some type of way towards this Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles triggered you to the point you made it seem like it was a choice. You made it seem like, oh, I got options. I got 3 options to choose from. And like, oh, I got plenty of soulmates. No, you don't. No, you don't. Or better yet, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do got plenty of soulmates, but it don't mean all of them are good for you. Some stuff come back around as a reminder. You ain't got no business being here. You ain't got no business dealing with this. Okay? Release any limiting beliefs. Okay? You had limiting beliefs which kept you from moving here, which obviously you should have. Because now you over here bleeding out trying to figure out how to fix it. And one thing about the Queen of Pentacles, she knows how to heal herself. She's a healer. So that's really why you had interest here too, because you're like, I need to be healed. Yeah. Embrace your shadow self. Self-awareness. You need to tell the truth. Tell the truth. Because you weren't being patient and you didn't have faith in divine timing. Your faith has been in the wrong place. Your faith has been challenged. You need to tell yourself the truth. That's what's in between you and this Queen of Pentacles. You're never going to get to her unless you be truthful when it comes to your faith in divine. And that means divine timing, divine intervention, all these other things. You leaned on these 2 other feminine energies which did not have the best for you. Which did not care for you in the way that this feminine did. For the simple fact that this is probably a divine union here. I don't know, because I don't have no indicators here, but it could be. But what's between you and her is your shadow. Nothing more, nothing less. It's your shadow. Why? Because you see something in this feminine that triggers you. Something that is not in these other 2 feminines. It's really giving Empress energy. But we'll see. Masculines, I cannot believe this. Oh, but I gotta believe it. Because you guys were thinking negative thoughts about this feminine. You didn't think you were good enough for this feminine. So you settled. And you settled. The bar was low, wasn't it, masculines? You settled for something like this. To the point that somebody has energetically wounded you. They've hurt you. They've hit you energetically. And energy don't lie. The energy is not the same. And it's because of this feminine. It's because, and sexual energy is very strong. It's potent. You got to be careful who you sleeping with, who you laying with. You don't know who they sleeping with, laying with. You don't know who they energetically sharing with. Somebody took an energetic hit where you're barely standing. And this is judgment. It's kind of like karma. You barely standing. The energy is not the same. Somebody keeps saying that. The energy is not the same. It's not the same. And somebody realizing this Queen of Cups is not even as interested as they should be. This Queen of Cups is like, this Queen of Cups was spiteful. Somebody's realizing the spiteful side of Pisces. Pisces can be spicy now. Pisces can very well be low down. You know what I mean? They have a shadow side. For real, for real. Everybody got a shadow side. And Pisces' shadow side is not one to play with. Really. This conscious truth. Ace of Swords. This is conscious truth. Somebody realized, dang, they very spiteful. They sat up here. They saw this. They knew this. They knew the truth. They could see it. They intuitively felt it. And they didn't say nothing. They didn't even look out for me. They aided towards this. They aided towards me being hurt like this. The energy is not the same no more. It's changed. It's evolved. It hasn't evolved for my betterment. It's going against me. And somebody really sitting up here looking at a Queen of Cups like, dang, I had the wrong idea about you too. That's why somebody is consciously resting. Now you want to look at this Queen of Pentacles, and where you did have a negative perspective, a negative idea of this Queen of Pentacles, you shifted it now. Now you want to think highly of her. You want to think like, oh, I'm good enough for her. I can have her. Now you want to think that. And you want to consciously rest on that so she can help you mentally heal because your mind funked up. But at the end of the day, is that right? Because you treated her like an option, right? 1, 2, 3. You treated her like an option. Because of soulmate energy. You really thought like, oh, I got soulmates out here. Yeah, you probably do, baby. But it don't mean they all good for you. It just because they have a connection, a link to your soul, does not mean that they can feed it. It does not mean that they can help it grow. Some things are binds. They keep us attached. Okay? And now you're consciously alleviating the pain by not thinking so negatively about it. Like, oh, she's gonna help me heal. This is who she is. When it's kind of like, don't be unfair towards this feminine masculines. Which it hasn't. Oh, yeah. Because this is something old. 6 of chalices. This is something old. Scorpio energy. This is a connection you already had, masculines. and you thought you could trust them. Wrong answer, forehead. You can't. Wrong answer, forehead. You thought you could trust them, didn't you? Because, oh, I got history with them. But it's the thing. History, this is a Scorpio card. Betrayal is imminent. It's inevitable. Scorpio betrays before they are betrayed. You thought you could trust this person because you done been around the block with them. You got some nostalgia. You've done some things with them. You've been through some things with them. And wrong answer, forehead. And Scorpio can be spiteful, right? Embrace your shadow self is here because you were not seeing the truth of these two feminines. You were looking at this Queen of Pentacles and seeing her shadow side because it's connected to her, right? And maybe these two feminines were pointing out her shadow side to the point that was all you was focusing on. You saw the negative. Like, because this. But you refused to see the shadow of these two. And this shadow was more of a monster than this one. Congratulations. You played yourself. You got played. And you're realizing that. You're looking and you're seeing like, oh, well, I didn't have the best judgment here. I made a mistake. I thought that they were better than her or whatever. You know, but you didn't see that this person is spiteful. Whoever this is, they evil for sure. They spiteful. For you to sit and see somebody making the wrong decisions, because that's what this is, decisions as well. Discernment leads to decisions. You know what I mean? Somebody, death card. Somebody having a conscious revelation. Judgment, double judgment here. This person sat up and watched this all play out. And it was based off of your perspective. Okay? This person sat up, seen this. Like, they may have seen, and because they are evil or spiteful, they may have seen it in this person. Like, they two-timing you. Somebody's a two-timer here. I'm hearing Clueless. He said, what's up? You jeeping behind my back? Oh, my goodness. Woo. I ain't got to make it up, y'all. And there's Queen of Pentacles again. With justice. This Queen of Pentacles is getting justice. People, her side is being taken by the universe. The Sun card. Yep. The sun is out and it's being shown. This is where Darnell Jones, where I want to be. This is where you should have been, masculines. Whenever you want to be in your head like, oh, you know, I got plenty of options when it comes to my soulmates. Man, please, you're going to hurt yourself that way. Because you don't know the type of connection that you have. You don't know why they are a soulmate. You don't know why you're binded at the soul. Why you're connected on a soul level. You don't know why. You don't know why. And it could quickly turn around and bite you in the butt. That's why it's a difference between a divine union. It's a difference between saying, oh, this is my divine masculine. This is my divine feminine. And this may be why divine masculine has been taken off of his assignment. Because you went after the bait. Right? You went after a soulmate or soulmates versus your divine partner. What is divinely orchestrated. God orchestrated for you. Okay, and this is because of a third party situation. 3 of Cups reversed. Now, this is cheating. This is straight up and down. This is somebody else is involved. Okay, these two may not be very faithful. Let's see what this card is. Woo, with King of Cups in reverse. This is Queen of Cups and King of Cups reverse. Somebody is emotionally manipulative. When this Queen of Cups steps into her masculine energy as King of Cups, she's emotionally manipulative. So this Queen of Cups light side may be Piscean energy, while her shadow side may be Scorpio energy, because this is double Scorpio. King of Cups and this is chalices. King of chalices and 6 of chalices, that's double Scorpio energy. Okay, so when someone steps into their Scorpio energy, they are a betrayer. They are spiteful. They're evil. Okay, they can do some evil stuff. They do some trifling things. Okay, we all got it in us, though. Don't be surprised. We all got it in us. That's just balance. That's effective balance here. This Queen of Wands is facing judgment. There's discernment, poor discernment here, where people are consciously seeing the truth, right? This is also Pluto energy, Scorpio energy. Okay, the Scorpio energy is really whooping arse right now. Okay, but this Queen of Wands is being seen for what they are. Okay, which probably could be a little hoish, could be a little outside, you know what I mean? But to each his own. But they are being considered not very faithful. Okay, not very faithful to themselves, not very faithful to a belief, and not very faithful to their partner. Now, masculines, you want to rest on this Queen of Pentacles being faithful, right? Where somebody, one of these two, or maybe both of them, told you that this Queen of Pentacles wouldn't be faithful. They were telling you about themselves, okay? We got Knight of Wands over here too, okay? You're getting an energetic message where it's clear. Okay, energy does not lie. It does deceive. These two were the deceivers. The truth lies here. Okay, this is an energetic message where it brings you a present. to be in the present moment. Okay? And it should make you happy. You should smile. It sucks because you already hurting. You already wanted to realize, like, ain't no loyalty over here. And where I'm trying to get to it, I can't get to it. I ain't got to make it up manipulator. They like to play with people's mind, to play into their narratives. They were playing with your mind, masculine. So you played yourself because you believed it. You believed it. And it's very much giving the energy 2 against 1. And they both lost. Whoo, masculines. I don't know what y'all got going on. Who is somebody a liar? The truth does not know them. They were a hot liar. The show goes on. That glittering may not be gold. Don't let nobody play me. If you are my homeboy, you never have to pay me. Somebody homeboy played them? Divine Masculine, if you was wondering if your homeboy was involved, if he played you, yes. The show goes on. They didn't take nothing from you, though. Thief in reverse. They ain't take nothing from you, but they did play you. They did lie. But the show goes on. Ooh, there go that Scorpio energy. Mars and Scorpio, Scorpio rising. Somebody getting played like a fiddle. Big facts. I ain't got to make it up, y'all. Dang, masculines, what y'all got going on? Woo! Somebody got played like a fiddle. Like, ooh, bigger in Texas. I'm repping my country, projection, whole lot of projection. You do the stuff that you put on the next beat. Bet against me, F up your parlay. These ninjas know I'm the biggest investment. This was the biggest investment. This was a whole lot of projection. They were projecting. Wow, which makes sense because these are all mutable signs on the board. Mutable signs project. But you can project onto yourself. It just depends on what version you're trying to project onto. Okay, let's get some cards. Woo, somebody was trying to get whatever they wanted. Somebody was trying to have their way. Wow, masculines. I don't know what to say. Woo. There was another female involved here. Because the female card came out. This is a lady. this Queen of Pentacles is a lady. Woo, Chad, this is so much. Alright. This is too much. We're going to pick these up. We're going to pick these up. I guess we'll... Ooh, it was some gossip going on. He said, she said. Cinderella by Mac Miller. Lover Girl. Energy by Drake. I got enemies. Got a lot of enemies. Baby by Ashanti. Aries. And Watch Me Shine. Woo! Somebody can have a baby. Somebody can have a family. Somebody can have to watch somebody shine. He said, she said. He said, girl, you winning. She said, boy, where you been at? Stop talking. Let's get with it. Somebody finna get with it. Things are about to move very quickly on this feminine's end, masculines. I don't really know what it is for which... I was just finna say, I don't really know what it is you need to do. And literally, do you want to? About escape. Do you want to, like I want to, be in love with you? I don't know. It's kind of giving, girl, should I let it go? That would be too crazy. Life without you around. Hate to think that you won't be around. I don't know. Maybe you need to let it go. I don't know. There's a decision that needs to be made here because this feminine's about to, whoo, she's about to move. H by the Carters. I can't believe we made it. This is what we're thankful for. I can't believe we made it. Somebody finna be, woo, Venus and Gemini, descendant in Gemini, second house in Gemini. Somebody's about to be moving on. Somebody's about to be moving forward. Somebody's finna be like, thank you, Lord. I can't believe I made it. Moon in Taurus, fourth house in Taurus. Somebody finna be very subconsciously comfortable. Somebody finna be Jupiter. Jupiter's about to do this. Somebody's about to have a, somebody's about to get married. And people gonna be talking about it. Somebody's about to have a family. Like, somebody, this feminine is moving forward, masculines. Okay, and I don't know. Okay? And it's because you got caught up in the hoopla. Knee deep in the hoopla. Sinking in your fight. You got caught up over here with these two feminines. This feminine moving forward. Okay, because these two feminines, they were trying to have it their way. Mercury and Leo, third house in Leo. Whatever You Like by T.I. Stacks on Dead, Patron on Ice. They were trying to have it their way. They was trying to have whatever they wanted, and they could care less about what it was you wanted. They were being selfish. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather in humility. Moon in Virgo, fourth house in Virgo. Okay? Yeah. I don't know, man, because it's crazy. You got played somewhere, man. And now you trying to move forward with this feminine. This feminine is moving forward on her own. I don't know what to say, masculines. No more deliberating what you doing. Let's get to it. Boys acting as if it's no pressure. He do anything to go with her. Maybe you need to apply some pressure. I don't know. I don't know, masculines. I really don't. Because it's very overwhelming. This feminine has a lot that's coming into her. And the fact that you even deliberated and went back and forth talking about soulmates. It's like, baby, this is your divine partner. This is your divine feminine. That don't even make no sense. This was your baby. And now they finna have a baby. They finna have a commitment, a marriage. They finna move forward without you. And you're gonna have to watch them shine. But better watch out. Going for the knockout. And I won't stop till I'm on top now. Not gonna give up until I get what's mine. This feminine is very determined to have what it is she knows she's supposed to have in her life. Venus in Pisces, descendant in Pisces, second house in Pisces. This feminine is not stopping for you, masculine. They're going after what it is they know they deserve and they desire. Because you obviously couldn't see their worth. And I don't really know what to tell you. I don't really know. I don't know what to give you. It's kind of hard to give you advice here. Spouse, partner. This is your bae, your other half, the person you are physically, verbally, or lawfully committed to. This is a romantic relationship that you willfully enter. Some type of devotion exists between you. For loyalty, consider if any other deceitful cards are present. 2 cards of deceit. They cheated or cheating. You got cheated on. These 2 feminines cheated on you. And now you want to rage out. Rage by Rico Nasty. Like, I don't give a F. Sure. Put it on the floor. Imaginary smoke. Come on now. Don't be fake about it. Scorpio. Okay? There's a lot of Scorpionic energy, which Jupiter and Leo is gonna square the Scorpio energy anyway. But there's a lot of Scorpio energy here. But you chose first for this to be your spouse, your partner, and you chose secondly for this to be your spouse and your partner. Now you're trying to go to this one thirdly. This girl moving on by her business, masculine. Energy. I got enemies. Got a lot of enemies. Got a lot of people trying to drain me of this energy. You want to take the wave. Pray. What do they say? Effing with the kids and pray for you. Like, you need to pray or something. Resentment. South, no. Don't resent. Don't be resentful, masculines. You did this to yourself with your own choices. With your own poor discernment. And it's just too thick in the energy. The energy's not lying. I can't make it up. I would love for it to be love and light. Ooh, child. Cinderella by the Cheetah Girls. I don't want to be like Cinderella sitting in a dark, cold, dusty cellar waiting for somebody to come and set me free. This feminine guy, this feminine, I'm not going to keep waiting on you. For what? Sagittarian energy. This feminine is very abundant and optimistic. This feminine has the energy, like, this is a Queen of Pentacles. I can physically make it happen. And I'm going to do that. I'd rather rescue myself. Don't want to be no one else. I'd rather rescue myself. This feminine said, I'm not waiting. For what? Whoo! I don't know, masculines. This is just getting a little bit more and more depressing. We're gonna come up out of this sun in Aquarius, 5th house in Aquarius. We're gonna come up out of this, masculines. I'm praying and wishing you the best. You know, I hope that you do get to move forward in your endeavors with your divine feminines. But they seem like they shopping around, maybe. Maybe they're shopping around. I don't know. Or maybe God's doing it for them. They don't really have to do much. So let's get your angel number. Let's get your proverbs, masculines. The most that I would say is make a move. No more deliberating. Apply some pressure. If you really want it, you know. Because at the end of the day, your divine feminine comes with blessings for you. So, all right. Your, well, that makes sense. Your angel number is 141. I am confident is your affirmation. Okay? Once again, the angel number is 141. And your affirmation is I am confident. We're going to read it out of the angel number book right after I give you your Proverbs. So, let's jump right into that. Proverbs 28:23. He who rebukes a man will in the end gain more favor than he who has a flattering tongue. Maybe you were flattered here, masculines. Maybe these 2 feminine energies, you know, boosted your head up, boosted your ego up a little bit more than this feminine. But in the end, it just kind of left you energetically wounded. You know? So, Proverbs 28:23. He who rebukes a man will in the end gain more favor than he who has a flattering tongue. All right, masculines. Let's look at the angel number book, and I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to say some prayers for you, send you love. Hopefully things brighten up for you. Whoo, chances. So that's it. Chances, 141. Demonstrate faith in self. Your angels understand that it's risky to try for something you really want, and that the disappointment of not getting it can be hard. It's not about what you get, however, but rather the faith you demonstrate in yourself by going for it. Repeat this mantra. I am confident. All right, masculines. Remember your mantra. I am confident. I love you guys, my solid soldiers. Stay solid. Don't let nothing rock you. Don't let nothing shake you, okay? Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make some noise, okay? Make sure that you follow me on Instagram, Reddit, and subscribe here on YouTube. And most importantly, my masculines, make sure that you have a beautiful, blessed, and abundant day. Later.